Good evening, everyone. This is Will Becker, and it has been like 2 months since I've done a book review. I haven't stopped reading. I just haven't been good to you guys. I apologize. So, the book I'm coming to you. Let me try that again. The book I'm bringing to you guys tonight is a book called The Moral Case for Fossil Fuels by Alex Epstein. Now, I did this book on Audible, and I got to tell you that it was really good. Now, I'm going to go and hit you a couple things. First of all, the 3 reasons I got this book is, one, I believe that fossil fuels will last longer than our estimates. And I know there's a lot of controversy over that. I'm not a scientist. I don't pretend to be a scientist. I haven't even done research on it to understand the long-term potential and possibilities in that regard. It's just my own interpretation of things. Call it a gut feeling, if you will. Secondly, I believe that the newer technology costs more than we're being really told. That some of those costs get hidden. For example, one of the things that we don't really don't hear about, which I have learned, not through this book particularly, is that the wind turbines, the non-recyclable, the energy it takes to create one is never recouped in the lifetime of this wind turbine. Now, that may be wrong, because I'll be honest with you. I believe fossil fuels are part of the natural state of our Earth, and that they're going to last a really long time. So the third reason I picked up this book is because one of the things I wanted to understand is where Alex was coming from and what he was really presenting. And I got to tell you that he presented his case very clearly. What is the standard that we're measuring fossil fuels by? What is the standard that we're measuring our environment by? He presents 2 sides to this case. And I got to tell you that the one side of that case is the human condition. Are we taking care of the earth? Are we being responsible? What are we doing as we gain greater ability in technology? We get better. We get a lot better at producing the energy, mining the minerals, or mining the coal, going after oil and gas deposits. There's a bunch of different things that we in the West have gotten excellent at, that in the East, in Africa, they don't have the technology or know-how to do. And Alex does a fantastic job in laying out the case based on the human condition. In my words, we are better off than any other any other country in the history of the world. Okay? Any other one, we're way better off than they are. And a big part of that is because of fossil fuels, of coal, of oil, kerosene and gasoline, the derivatives of oil. Every plastic thing that you have in your house, oil, smartphones, fossil fuels and technology, rare earth minerals that have to be mined. And, there have been, and Alex talks about some of the current day things that are happening that are tragedies. People getting sick, not understanding how our process is hurting people, and it hurts people, and then we got to retool it, fix it. And he kind of talks about that. One of the things I learned many, many years ago is that the factories in the United States essentially clean the air for the Northern Hemisphere. I first heard a story from a guy who ran Macy's factories on the West Coast, Nevada, California, that whole western region of the United States, okay? And now the EPA would come, they'd get complaints, they'd test the air coming out of the factories, they'd test the air in the factory, and he would ask them to test the air outside the factory. The air coming out of the factory was always cleaner. Way better than the air outside the factory. Well, in 99, 2000, 2001, NASA released a GIF of worldwide pollution in the Northern Hemisphere. Now look, it blew me away, okay? What happened is it started the Atlantic, Europe, Africa, and that area. And as the winds, the air moved across the continents, across the Northern Hemisphere, it got dirtier and dirtier. It came out of China, it came out of Russia, Japan, when it left there and over the Pacific, it was real dirty. It got to California, it got to Washington State, and all those factories, not just the Macy's ones that this guy was responsible for, but all of those factories cleaned the air before it went over the United States. Those two things alone showed me that by 2001 or so, 2001, that our factories in the United States were doing more for the environment than any other countries in the Northern Hemisphere. That's what it focused on. Now, what I really loved about Alex's book is he walks through a little bit of the history of coal mining, of oil drilling, some of the technologies that are used today here in the United States. And when we go to the green standard, as he calls it, what is the standard that we're going by? And he proposes it's an unsullied earth, a pristine earth with no human defilement. He talks about why understanding this dichotomy is so important. And what it means for not only Americans, but Chinese, Vietnamese, Russian, like Africans, like why it's important for everyone to understand. And I'm not going to take that away from him. You guys really need to go read this book. Alex does a great job. I'm going to need to go on to his website and take a look at some information that he's put up there because I want to learn some more about it. Yes, I understand that mining and oil has polluted and there have been some problems, right? I get it. I know. But in the United States, we should be taking the technologies that we've developed and teaching them to other nations, helping them so that they can come up to speed with the cleaner, better factories, the cleaner and better coal power plants. Oh, that's one thing. They talk about electricity. Talks about all these fancy electric cars. I'll be honest with you, Teslas look cool, okay? Here's the thing. Those that push electric vehicles don't talk about where that electricity comes from. The bulk of the electricity that comes in the United States comes from coal and oil-fired power plants. Nuclear is too scary for most people, but our coal and our oil are so clean that they don't pollute. It's a bad, old, false idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, not only do I bring you book reviews, but Turn Leaf Solutions, my organization, we help people to improve their personal skills. We help you level up your leadership. We help you grow. And you can connect with me at turningleafs.com. That's leafs.com. Now, that's Pepper. If you like this video, please share it. Please like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. My friends, take care, enjoy, and go out and make it a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.